Welcome back to Marwell Manor Farm for episode 32 with me, MrSealyp. Right then, what's happened since the last episode? Corn harvest is done. The last of the corn is in here. I have absolutely no idea how much is in the silo. I've been putting it in, but I haven't really been paying attention. I said I was going to lease the Gregoire Besson SPSL 9 plough, but then suddenly remembered I've got the Culti plough in the barn. So I've got the baked bean. Where it's gone. The Fendt 1050 anyway. That's on the Culti plough. That's just gone, but something's just popped up saying the work is finished. That'll be over there. I'm fertilising this field with chemical fertiliser, and that's now being Culti ploughed. So it will get its plough. The ploughing that it needs doing will be done, but it will leave a cultivating state, or a cultivated state, regardless. I'm just I'll empty that. We'll go over and put the corn into the silo so we know how much we've got. Today we are going to be putting sugar cane in the ground. Let me just get this going again. It's obviously just had a bit of a... There we go. Bit of a funny 5 minutes, as they do every now and again. Let's get that off and running. One gap away. There's not actually much left in the tank of that. Okay, so the depends which way, of course. The vent turn round. Oh, here it comes. You can just see it coming over the brow of the hill just there now. So that'll be coming back down. That hasn't got a particularly wide width. Well, just about 8 metres, so it's only 2 metres off the other one. I'm just going to let that chug up and down this field, and then anything that I miss, I'll tidy up. So that's that bit done. As you've already seen, field 21, all of the bales have gone. They've gone off. There are 100 bales to Green Energy Solutions. If you're new to the channel, new to this Let's Play, you might want to go back and start from the beginning. It makes a little bit more sense. I'm running subscriber contracts on here, and I do try to make them clear, but not always. Over here we've got Delirious. This is not my dog, this belongs to Rob, one of my subscribers who had to go overseas, and for every day that I look after Delirious I get a free seed bag, seed pallet, and I haven't been collecting them, so he said I'm owed a few. So over at the store we've got a few. Now, as you've already seen when I was doing the liming of field 21, I leased the Kroger overload trailer by, was it DTP Mario? Yeah. And as you probably saw, I had a bit of trouble. I couldn't figure out, it wouldn't work properly to start off with. That was me. Second time round it worked fine. Anyway, so I think I've only got about 10,000 litres left in the harvester, and the corn header will go back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that overload trailer over to the store, and the seed pallets that Rob owed me are out, and I'm going to put them into that seed tender, because as pallets they're taking up slots. That's only relevant if you're on console, of course. They're taking up slots on the slot count, and I'm quite high on my slot count at the moment, so I don't want anything that's going to cause any lag or any issues. Right, that's that done. So we're going to put this into the bunker, or into the silo. We needed 150,000 litres of corn. In the last episode, Jack's got his 50, well he got 55,000 litres. Bit of a bonus there. And I needed 150,000 litres for a contract for Stefan. I'm pretty sure I'm over that. I'm just thinking, did I do 2 loads or 3 loads? If I only did 2 loads, then I'm going to be short. But I'm sure if I did 3, what we'll do, we'll empty this in first, and then we'll pretend we were going to load up, and we'll have a check. Oh, I suppose if I just look in the store, it doesn't really matter. But so we are on corn. Oh, 187,000 litres, so we're well over 150. Fantastic. Right. Well, that's that done anyway. So I don't think I'm going to need this for a little while. It's been busy actually, isn't it? I need to go over to the store then. I don't need to lease a plough now, that's good. I did actually look, and the SPSL 9, the Gregoire Besson one, was nearly 6 grand, or just over 6 grand to lease. And then per hour on top of that, so I thought, you know what, I already own the Culti plough. I'll just use that. Far, far easier. Let's put the cover on, pop that away, and engine off. Right. Over to the store. Oh, actually, they'll probably come and collect that. I hope they'll come and collect that. Get the pipe in. Fold it up. No, not the header. There we go. Fold that away. And drop that down. I'll just stick this in here for the time being. Right, store. I am really going to go this time, although that's just said that the work has stopped again, hasn't it? Pesky blighters. Okay, that's not too bad. Well, that's going. Right, I'll see you over at the store in a minute. That's where the best bet, and we'll get on with this. Right, so at the store, as you can see, we've got all the boxes of seed. Rob said I was owed, I'm sure he said 13. That can't be right, can it? Anyway, I've got these anyway. They're from Rob. And that's the Kroger Overload, which is in essence an auger wagon. And the great thing about this one, it took lime. That's why I took it over rather than bring the the lime dispenser all the way back over here. I thought, yeah, why not? Might as well try it out. So what I'm going to do now is put all the seed in it, and I'll just use it as a temporary seed tank. I'm not sure what I'll be seeding next, but at least it gets it off the ground and it's not taking up slot space. And then at the end I've got sugarcane pallets which I've bought, so the money has gone down a little bit. That's because I leased this. Sugarcane pallets, what else? There was something else, my mind's gone blank, can't think what it was. So yeah, the sugarcane pallets obviously are going to be doing the sugarcane, and what I'm going to do is, once I've cleared these pallets out of the way, another reason why I need to move these pallets, is we need to lease a sugarcane planter. And I'm not really an expert. I'm just trying to think. The last time I did sugarcane was probably on Sussex Farm on FS17. I'm thinking. Now again, we're in that situation, the same as it was with the cotton. It's not a crop we generally grow in the UK. Sugarcane. It likes hot, humid environments, but then that hot, humid environment that helps it grow, it needs to then become just a kind of hot climate for it to dry out and that kind of stuff, which in the UK we don't generally get those kind of extremes. We get a lot of rain, but not always coupled with heat. And then in the summer, last year was different. We had a bit of a hot one last year. You know, the temperatures get up there, but not, you know, last year was a bit mad. I'm pretty sure where I live we got up to a couple of days, which I know for some of you around the world it will seem a bit pathetic, but for here, unusual. We were up to 36, 37 degrees centigrade. So what's that? Something like 30, I don't know, we're looking at over 100, wasn't it? 100 and something, which is, we just don't get that kind of weather here. What I will do, I think I might just pull this over to one side here for the time being, out of the way. I thought it turned tighter than that. Let's just pop it there. Oh, hang on, what's that? Oh no, that's not sugar cane, is it? That's... what is it? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, not to worry. It's something. Not quite sure what at the moment, but it is something. Right, let's put that there. And we'll just drop that off here for the time being. So what I can do, I can use this as a little shunting engine, and I can take the planter over. Well, I assume I can. It might be a bit heavy. Let's go. We haven't been into the shop for a while. Let's go into the shop and let's see what we have available. So, we don't come to this section very often. Sugarcane technology. So it's going to mean at some point as well I'm going to have a sugarcane harvester or lease, and I'm thinking using these, probably not a bad idea, the sugarcane semis. Yeah, not a bad idea. Could use these ones, but to be fair, I've got to do a lot, so I probably need the big ones. Right, we've got a 2-row billet planter. That one takes 9,440. Both take 200 horsepower. Single row. And that one does 12,100. I'm better off going with the one that, mind you, that's a 2 metre, that's only a 1. I think I'll go with the 2. I mean, that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? So, I haven't really used one. Did I use this one? Can't remember. I'm sure I did. I know I did have a comment left. Who was it left a comment? Farmer Freed? I'm sure it was. To say about my memory. It's what I've said before on various of these. I'm up over 1,000 videos now. And when you add in all the Let's Plays, all the mod reviews, all of, I mean, just keeping up with comments and people sending me ideas and things to try and subscriber contracts, and my mind just goes blank. And then you switch between 15 to 17 to 19, and then I can't remember what we had on what version of the game, and it just goes absolutely mad. Right, leasing 4,000. Okay, well, we're gonna have to. We need it. That's going to be interesting, isn't it? Using this bit of kit. So excited I walked into the wall. Right, let's fill this up then. I say fill it up. We'll put some in it. What are those? They're 2,000 litres each pallet, aren't they? I did buy sugarcane pallets, didn't I? I haven't made a mistake. No, it's definitely sugarcane. That's massive. It's weird in the shop because you only see the front of it. Right. It's going to be interesting. Right, I'll have to put this on the... only requires 200 horsepower to be fair, but I think we'll have the Magnum doing it. I don't know whether to put doubles back on the Magnum though. Potentially, but we are filling. Is that a trailer hitch on the back? Interesting. Right. It's difficult when you're using a seed type or a crop type you don't do very often. I know when I was doing the poplars... Oh, that's what it is over there, isn't it? It's poplars. Oh, so it's 8,000 and then the rest would be fertiliser rather than fertilise at the same time. I think we're just going to seed. Yeah, it was poplars. I had poplars left over, didn't I? That's what that pallet is. I knew it didn't look like sugarcane. So all I've got to do is bring it over here. I'm going to do field 3 and 2. Both of them have had at least one fertiliser stake put on and both of them are cultivated, so they are ready to go. We'll start probably on field... Oh, this is, yeah. This is heavy for this armour track, which I thought it probably would be. Let's swing it round. Hey, what's the worst that could happen? The crop could fail. I'm just doing what subscribers asked. They've asked for sugarcane. Let's give it a go. Right, let's go and grab the Magnum and I'll be back in a minute and we'll get going. Right, so I think what we'll do, we'll swap the tyres and need to put a bit of squirt in that because the fuel's... We're down to about half a tank. Right, repair. Customise, so what should we put on it? Narrow twins or just twins? I reckon, or we could just go rear twins, might be alright, mightn't it? Does that look a bit weird? Cool. Pricey for both, isn't it, really? I prefer... Oh! I forgot about crawler tracks. Oh, that's an interesting one. 17 grand though. Might be a nice investment. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. Something a bit different, isn't it? I know on... Was it 15? I think this one only came with crawler tracks, didn't it? Or am I thinking of the T8? The New Holland T8, possibly. Let's fill up. Ooh. I like that. Let's go. whilst kicking some dust up. Right. I do need to fertilise field 21 because obviously that's just been limed but it hasn't done anything else, and I think it needs just cultivating. I don't think it needs ploughing. I hope it doesn't need ploughing as well. Okay, so this is going to need to be unfolded. Ooh. Yes. Let's get this into position. Now I'm just... I think I'm going to do way too much of it, but it doesn't matter. Turn it on. Drop it down. What's that? Is it supposed to look like that? I thought it did like rows. Blimey, so this is the first time I've done this on FS19. What is happening here? I'm getting bits to the sides, but they're not. Is that even right? Right, what I'm going to do is hire a worker. See which way the worker goes, and what does the worker do? The worker's doing that as well. Now I'm panicking. Is this wrong? No, it's really struggling to pull that. Maybe I should have put twigs on it. The tracks seem to be almost slipping on that. It's more than enough horsepower. We're slipping between 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Why is that not? Something has gone awry. Let's see what the worker does now. Just disappear off into the trees by the look of it. Right, let's check the old sat map. And what's that saying? Oh, it's saying it's planted. Soil composition. Growth. No, that's in. It's growing. How weird. Okay, well. I think what I might do, and that's just been 17 grand I've chucked down the pan, I might go back and stick twins on that, because I'm thinking those tracks, are they interfering with the back of the trailer? I can't really tell. I think what I'll do, I'm going to tidy some of these bits up a little bit. Let's start that, drop it down. Certainly an interesting one, isn't it? Yeah, that is slipping a lot. Right, let's turn that off. Disconnect. That's annoying. Actually, it'd be quick if I go up to the store, won't it? Let's go to the store, put rear twins on, see if that makes any difference. Could just be the planter itself, could be the hill, could be, I don't know. See you back there in a second. Right, I put twins on. Because I went all up to crawler track, which was the most expensive option, it meant swapping over to these didn't cost anything, so that's good. And that solved the problem. It's not slipping, it's not glitching, it doesn't seem to be, it's when it gets going across the field, it's going at 7, it's not going 7, 6, 3, 2, 7. And if you look now, there's a gap between those rear wheels and the actual planter. So I'm assuming it was just the actual crawler track was just getting caught up, I think. I also remembered that I didn't go for the biggest engine size, did I? I've got the 340, which is 409 horsepower. It's the 380 that's 435, isn't it? So yeah, I didn't go full horsepower on this one. But anyway, so we are putting sugarcane in the ground. We are caning it. Is anyone old enough to remember the cane at school? I know it got stopped. Was it in the 70s? I'm trying to think when they stopped those types of punishment at schools. I know when I was at primary school, they still had the slipper. So you could get sent to the head and get the slipper. But, yeah. Well, I thought I'd tidy up this bit first without going into the river would be ideal. You know what these workers are like for losing equipment or ending up in a different field, or indeed rivers, hedges, ditches, crevasses, whatever else they can find to drive into. They're normally pretty good at that. So, right in there. What would have been a good idea at that point would be to lower it, but actually turn on the seeder. There we go. Planter, sorry, planter. So what I think I'll do is run strip this way. It's just about like I didn't normally do, tidying up the edges, so you can get yourself an area that a worker can work on. Magnum does look nice with twins. It looked nice with like narrow twins, but with twins, even better. Look at that. Cool. Workers don't always like trees and hedges, which is understandable. Just go and tidy up that bit. Lift that up. Okay. It's going to be a strange one, this, to do. We are getting through the cane quite quickly. However, compared to usual seed pallets, the sugarcane pallets are only 280 rather than 900 for seed. So, even though it's using a fair bit, so I don't know whether or not this field's going to be enough. I'm sure I'll get loads of comments saying you've done way too much, or you know that would have been enough. Yeah. Field this size, all sugarcane. I know you get paid. The payment is low on sugarcane because the yield is high. Normally you get a load of sugarcane for what you put in the ground, but I'm just wary. I think I need 300,000 litres in total. So, yeah, don't know. Must forget to exercise the horses today. That can occasionally be an issue. The good thing is, the store's just there. We can go and get some more really quickly without having to worry about driving all the way across the map. Another good reason to plant them in these two fields here. Why is that leaving bits? I'll be honest, I'm a bit worried and a bit confused. It's left this weird line here, and I thought, oh, maybe it's got to that point where I might have been just over a little bit, but I wasn't at this end, which is a bit weird. Yeah, I thought, well, maybe it's because the planter already needs repair. It shouldn't do. It's only really just done a part of the field. So I checked that. While I was checking that, the work carried on. No, lift. And weirdly, the last couple of rows, it hasn't put any of the sugarcane down, but it's put troughs like you get with potatoes, which is how, I'm pretty sure that's how it was on 17, wasn't it, when you put down sugarcane? So yeah, I'm baffled by that. Refill time. When I say refill, I think I've only got 2 pallets in the ground, so what I'll do is buy a couple more pallets. Swing this round. And that should be, I'm pretty sure the planter is about the same width as the wheels, so we should be alright as long as I don't clip them with the wheels. We should be alright to refill. Perfect. Right, while I'm in the cab, let's go on to here. No, some pallets. Yeah, so when you scroll across, sugarcane pallet 280. No brainer. And it's 2,000 litres, so that's even, you know, even better. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know, I'll get a whole load. I'm going to use them all. 7 was that? Oh, I'm not too sure. Let's back up. Should come across the other ones. There we go. Just down there in the right hand corner. Just about to see them. Nice. Let's go again. Where did it leave it? Just there. Need to line this up just right. It's actually not too bad, is it? Okay, I'm confused. So why is that now doing that? So we're showing us. Hang on a minute. Hang on. That's coinciding with where the fertiliser's down, isn't it? I wonder why he's doing that. If we go into the maps, and if I look, so that's showing it's all seeded, it's all planting. But if I go to my soil composition, yeah, look, I've got this section around the outside, which is only got one fertilising state. The section in the middle is on 2. I still can't fathom how that happened. But where it's on 2 fertilising states, it's putting it in as like furrows, like troughs and mounds. Around the outside where it's only had 1, it's putting it in as like just like sugar cane on the ground. How weird. As long as it all grows all right. What will be the test is when I go over the other side and do field 2, because field 2's only had 1 fertilising state. That should then theoretically all go down with like this sugarcane bit like this side, as opposed to that. I don't know. I'm no expert. I'm just a guy doing the best he can with what skills he has available. They may be limited, but right, let's go this way again for a minute. When we get closer to the telegraph pole, and we go around that. Okay, well I'm going to see in a little while. What we'll do is get this one done, I think, and I'll probably do the other one off screen, or I'll do this one off screen and do the other one. We'll get it done. We are almost there on field 2. I've only got 1,700 litres left. That should be enough. I didn't want loads left, so it's actually worked out alright. Because this holds 8,000 litres and then whatever in fertiliser, I was getting 4 at a time, and it actually has now worked out. I'm assuming the worker's going to turn around right there. It's worked out fine. Now, what's weird, and this is what I was saying about on field 3. There goes the jet. Is this situation here, and this is where I'm baffled. Because this inner section has had 2 fertilising states, this outer section has had 1. So I've got this weird thing here, and then what I assumed I would get there. So then I thought, okay, well if that's the case in my head, when I do field 2, if it's only had 1 fertilising state, I'll get this. But I haven't. I've got that. So why is that now saying needs ploughing and needs lime? It didn't before. That's weird. So that's saying needs ploughing, needs lime. I'm assuming that's after that harvest, because according to this it doesn't. Okay. Not to worry. So yeah, so it was a bit peculiar. I wasn't sure what was going on. So now I'm worried that this bit here isn't going to grow properly. So until the first growth stage, we're not going to know for certain. It's almost like, and I know it's weird, when you harvest your sugarcane, after the first harvest, you get all this kind of chopped sort of stuff on the ground, and then it always used to regrow for a second time. It's almost like it's put that texture on. I'm wondering whether or not having the 2 separate fertiliser states on the field has confused it. I don't know. So that's why I've done that entire field as well. I'm hoping that grows perfectly. If it doesn't, I've got this as a backup, and I'm hoping that's going to be enough. We'll just see how that pans out. It looks like the worker's having a bit of a fit. I'm not too sure what's going on there. Oh no, we're alright. Tiny little bit left to do, which I'm assuming it's going to turn around and do. cool. And that's it. Sugarcane is in the ground. We'll just see what happens now, whether it will grow. Because it's the UK, who knows? It might not. And then what I'll need to do is come over. I can probably get away with doing a fertiliser state now, actually. Yeah, probably could. Maybe I'll come over and give him a bit of a squirt. That one, the middle section, will be fine. But at least now I can see. Right, we're done. It took a little while. What time is it? 5 to 2. And I've had this set on real time. Nothing's been sped up, so however long that took from when I last saw you, I can't remember what time it was now. All of field 21 is fertilised. That now is cultivating. I got clobbered a little bit. Yes, you can see my money's plummeting. Fertiliser costs, and then I got hit on the Fent 1050. Needed repair, and that was 1,500 and something to repair that. Right, I'll have one box of this, which is not going to help me at all. We need a sell point like you have on oh, of course. That's actually a good case in point, worth mentioning if you didn't know. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this before or not, but it's a bit of a seed hack, really. I think I might have done a video on it, actually, a hack video. If you buy seed pallets, each of these seed pallets is 1,000 litres, and it's 900. I think, yeah, that's right, they're 1,000 litres, and they're 900 each. If you buy sugarcane pallets, they're 280 for 2,000 litres. So when you've done your sugarcane work in your seeder planter, when you unload, it doesn't unload sugarcane pallets, it unloads seed pallets. So it's kind of a, if you wanted to, a cheap way of getting much cheaper seed, because you could just lease one of these, fill it up with seed, in this case 8,000 litres, empty that out, and you'll have 8 seed pallets along there, which in essence, add another couple, and you'll be looking at 9 grand's worth. And it's cost you peanuts. 4 lots of 280, so you know 1,000 and something. So yeah, I mean you can do that if you want to. It's an interesting way of looking at it, but right, let's fold that up. It's a bit filthy, but I'm sure the guys here are used to that. Does it need any repair work? We shall see. A fair bit. Oh, 411, that's not too bad. And return. So I suppose what we can do now is get this back on regular tyres. Bit of repair on that too. No, tyres, twins, narrows. Wides and weights, that'll do nicely. Customise. Okay then, let's head back to the yard. Great demand at South Fuse Barn. If this says for straw or something, I don't know. Might have kittens. South Fuse Barn. Actually, it's not that good a deal. So, field 18 is now cultivated, and I'm pretty sure that the culti plough is going to need some serious work because it's filthy. I repaired it once halfway across the field, and now I've done the other half, so that's going to need some a bit of love, a bit of attention. And that's what I had planned for this episode. I just wanted to get the sugarcane in the ground. So we finished off the corn harvest, we've fertilised field 21, we've cultivated field 18. That was finished fertilising first. So that's got one fertilising state, and it's cultivated and ploughed. Yeah, look at the state of that. I mean, to be fair, this isn't looking much better. But, yeah, better give it a bit of a wash. It certainly looks like it needs it. And what I'll do is have a quick check on the animals, and then I'll have a think about... Oh, probably hay production is going to be next, isn't it? I need to get a load more hay done. And I need to decide whether I'm going to do another crop of any type. Give that some thought too. So, while I repair this, we have come to the end of another episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching. I actually meant to jet wash this, not repair it, because I've literally just repaired it.